When a child is born, there is great joy and awe as we marvel at the gift of life. We have so much hope and anticipation for who this little one will become. If you step into the nursery of a new baby boy or girl, it's not uncommon to find promises from the Bible decorating the walls. You may see Jeremiah 29:11, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future." We read those words and rejoice, and we believe God has good plans for our children. But have we taken time to consider other children who may not be born in the United States, who may not be born into whole families, who may be born into poverty or abusive situations? Do we believe God has good plans for them? If so, what are we doing to be His hands and feet to bring those plans to fruition? At the Lamb Institute in Honduras, we do believe that God has great, awesome plans for every child, every person who is a child of God, whether they're 1-year-old or 95 years old, and we want to help them know His love and His hope and His future for them. The Lamb Institute began when its founder, Susie McCall, started a missionary training program for Hondurans. Susie's vision quickly grew to encompass a daycare center because of the needs of the community, in which many children were left unattended while their parents worked. From there, God grew the ministry to include a school, children's home, a program for at-risk youth, a safe house, and the microfinance program. In each of Lamb's ministries, our desire is to help children and adults know that there is promise and new life in Christ, no matter what may have happened in their past or what they've been told by the world. We know and believe God created them for a good purpose. Through the power of Christ, they can do amazing things. When God promised a hope and a future in Jeremiah 29:11, He wasn't saying that just about our own children or our own grandchildren. His promise extends to every child, every man and woman. Their whole world tells them that this is untrue. Every time they're hit, every time they go without a meal, every time they're denied an education, the world is telling them that there's no hope or no future for them, and that is just absolutely untrue. We believe that God has plans for a hope and a future for every single person, whether it's a child in the Alonzo movement that we're trying to keep out of the gang and we're teaching them about the promise that God has for them, or a woman who is struggling to feed her family and we're giving her the means and the support to allow her to do that, or a child that we take in to live with us, or a child who comes to be educated. Everything about that is saying, God has plans for you.